guys, so this is the nail design we're going to be working on today. We're going to be doing these little Christmas trees, and then I just chose to do the other nails in red, but you can pick whatever color you like. So I'll go ahead and run through the items that I used. So you're going to need your base and top coat. Today I used DIY or Die Hard Nails base and top. The colors that I chose to use for this was Whiteout, which is this creamy white, and then I also used Red Carpet, which is just a very pretty red. You're also going to need 3 to 4 shades of green. You can use paint or gel polish or whatever. These are the tones I used. Again, you can use whatever you like. You're also going to need a dotting tool. This is the one that I chose to use. It has 2 different sizes. You're also going to need some star glitters. This is the one that I used. If you don't have these, you can of course draw the star on the top of the tree there. I just chose to use the little glitters. And then for the red glitter that I used this cherry from Recollections. This is bought at Michael's. But again, you can use any chunky red glitter that you have, or you can use red paint, that would work, red polish, again, anything that you have in your collection. It does not have to be the exact thing that I use. And then you're going to need some tape, whether that be some like decorative tape like this or washi tape. Scotch tape is what I used. You could of course use masking tape, anything that you have, just to tape off those sides so you get that nice sharp edge. And that's pretty much it aside from alcohol and your LED or UV lamp. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and start by applying your base coat. Making sure to cap the nail. Go ahead and cure that in your LED or UV lamp. Accent. Go ahead and paint your accent finger white. In this case I'm doing the ring finger, and then I'm going to paint the rest of them red. Do 2 to 3 coats or until opaque, and then I'll meet you guys back once I've done that. Go ahead and remove that tacky layer with rubbing alcohol. I use 91%, but you can use whatever you like. You don't have to remove the tacky layer on the red nails. We're just going to top coat those. Just to make it easier while I'm filming, I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of mine. So for this next part, you're going to be using some tape. So you can use just regular old Scotch tape, which is what I'm going to use. You can use painting tape. You can use actual nail tape. This is some decorative tape that I have. It's whatever you have works. All you're going to do is on the white nail, you're going to make a triangle, and that's going to be our tree. And you can make that as wide or as thin as you like. Okay, and once you have that in place, we can go ahead and move on to our next step. And I realize that's hard to see on film, but hopefully you can kind of see that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I have my palette here, and I have 4 different colors of gel polish. You can use whatever you have in your collection. Now if you don't have 4 different colors of green gel polish, you can use acrylic paint, you can use regular polish, whatever you have will work. You can go to any craft store and get acrylic paint for like 50 cents a bottle. That will work just fine. You're also going to need a dotting tool. I'm choosing to use one that has 2 different sizes on it. And all we're going to do is pick up that gel polish, and you're just going to simply place that within that triangle in random spots. Now every couple of colors you're going to go ahead and pop it into the light. Just so your colors don't mix too much. So at that point I'm going to go ahead and do a quick 10-second cure just to keep the colors from bleeding into each other. And I'm just going to continue doing that until I fill up that whole area. Once you've got that filled in where you like, go ahead and do a full cure on that. You can also remove the tape at this point before you do full cure. Just go ahead and remove that tape. Now when you remove the tape, if you have any areas that bled over, just go ahead and use a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a brush and just clean that away. It's not a big deal. Or you can go back in with the white and touch up that way. Either way will work. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into the light for the full cure time, and then I'll meet you guys right back for the next step. So for the next part of the design, I'm going to be using these glitters here. I have some red glitter, and this is just Cherry from Recollections. But again, you can use any chunky red glitter you have. And then I'm going to be using these little stars here in gold for the tree topper. So I have my tree here and my little glitters. And I'm going to be using glue to place these. You could also use just regular polish or gel polish, whatever you have. So I'm just going to start at the top of the tree here and put a small dollop of glue there. I'm going to be using my dotting tool to pick that up. I'm going to go ahead and place that, and then I'm just going to randomly add some of the glitter to look like ornaments and to bring in some of that red color. And I'm just dotting down randomly here, and I'm not doing huge amounts of glue by any means. Alright, and once you're happy with that, go ahead and let that dry completely before you add your top coat. Of course, you could do different colored glitters if you want. You could use bigger, smaller glitters, or you could skip the glitter altogether. It's really up to you and the design that you're doing. I just wanted to bring in some of the red from the other nails since I'm keeping those ones pretty simple. So I'm going to go ahead and do my other nail, and then I'll meet you guys back once this is dry so we can top coat everything. Once that glue's had a chance to dry, go ahead and apply your top coat. You may want to do 2 coats of top coat over your tree design just to make sure that those glitters stay where they're supposed to, but that's up to you. And you want to make sure that you encapsulate the entire thing and that you cap the end of that nail. Once your top coat's cured, go ahead and remove the tacky layer with rubbing alcohol. I'm using 91% isopropyl alcohol. Hi guys, so this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. And as always, thank you for watching.